Hello, Commanders, and welcome to Episode 3 of our Crusader Kings 3, a Game of Thrones mod, the Dragon Update, playing as Pirate Lord Viserion Belaerys, the Shieldbreaker of the Skull Tides. So last episode, some major things happened. We got a few dragon eggs, so we have a pink dragon egg. We also have a Andalusite dragon egg, which is in the cradle with Vahamor, as well as we also have a indigo dragon egg that's in the cradle with our Captain Vakar of Skullhammer. So Vakar is actually the captain of Skullhammer right over here, while our heir is a stuttering, charming gentleman with the egg in our own court. So it might have been a mistake a little bit giving Vakar this area so soon. Now I could retract, but maybe, no, it's a little too late. We need a, ally. No, there's no way to retract that unless I go into some extra things. But nevertheless, let's see. And if that dragon egg hatches under Vakar, then I will go in and rename the dragon to something else. Speaking of names, we have got a few new names that we have for boys over here. So we have Balon, Talion, Cayman, Vakar, all of these names here for boys. We have all of these names here for girls. We have these names for our accolades, as well as we have all of these great dragon names. So we have Rose Wing for the pink. We have Aurora. We have Melaxes. We have Valeris, as well as we have Valena after our past wife. So a lot of great names here. I can't wait to spin the wheel once those dragon eggs hatch. I can't wait for that. I haven't tested that in game. But before we do anything, we do have one more accolade to name. So without further ado, before we do anything else, why don't we just spin for that second name? So what shall this accolade name be? It is going to be, this is the first sword of Old Valyria. Awesome stuff. The first sword of Old Valyria. So I'm going to go ahead and copy that name and take it off the list. And now that we're back, we'll go into here and we'll make the first sword of Old Valyria. Let's make sure that he is a Lyseni. Is there any other Valyrians? Well, then in that case, why don't we kind of switch these up? So this is the Knights of the Bloody Chalice, but I kind of like that they're Valyrian as well. Valerion the Feral. I love that, of Pierwell. So this is our amazing captain and vassal. So he cannot be named a accolade because he is landed. And Iranian, his house motto does say, somebody pointed this out, that it says, motto, a Game of Thrones, XYXCZ. So we'll have to change that. I'll do that after the fact, but we'll have to change this. Ooh, look at that. He's half blind and he's scarred. He's a trained fighter. He says he's a Hastidler, but he's also a charismatic negotiator and an athlete. He is an absolute beast of a character. I'm going to actually take his helmet off real quick so we can see him. I think he graduated to no headwear. Wow, he actually looks scarier than I imagined. But yes, I think we'll wait until we get more Valyrians in our court, and then we'll name them the knights. So let me actually see if there's anyone. Oh, here we are. Allow. Can we make you a knight? Anybody down here? Lothario? No? No? So unfortunately, no knights. But I will put that accolade back into the list. And once we get more Valyrians throughout time, because once we promote the culture of Valyrian over here, we're going to get a lot more Valyrians in the future. So I'm not too worried about that. So the first swords of Old Valyria are back on the lists. But yeah, without further ado, before we do anything else, why don't we finish this war? Which we are almost complete on. We've captured the last little bit of this island, and now we're on our way to Tyroshi itself to siege down Tyroshi. So awesome stuff. We're 89% of the way there. Our acquaintance and prisoner, Dinara, has died. Unfortunate, but so be it. Ooh, we're actually right on the brink of casualties. Yeah, now we won't be able to capture that. Why don't we head on over to one of these spots over here. There he is. There we are. So 5 months, and we're going to take this, and hopefully that might even take us to the brink to 100. How long are they going to siege down? 7 months? We should be able to do that quickly. We could use our dragon on this, but I don't think we should. So formed a new alliance with the town of Marrakesh. Conquest. So Magister Morgoso. That's Lys. Lys has just formed an alliance with Tyroshi. Well, that might be pretty devastating if they get called in. So that last battle, we killed all 1,204 of them. And we've taken the enemy commander, Hilaro Kaharis. I love the names of Essos. I think they just sound super cool. But yep, we are going to take this siege and hopefully end the war before they can take this siege. We only got 47 days left. You know what? Should we go ahead? Oh, yeah! So, chaotic excitement and fear overwhelm the ports and the markets across the seas. The word on every merchant and traveler's lips is that of a dragon's egg that hatched. Their tongues whisper that of Vahamor only hatched his egg through the use of foul magic. However, he managed it. Vahamor has named his new deep green hatchling a Huragon. I don't like that. Hello, so I'm back. So there's actually a rename button that you could hit. So if you right-click on the name and the dragon, there is, next to the barbershop, there is a click to rename character button right there. So this is our Hugon, and I kind of dig the name a little bit. So I'm going to take that name, copy that onto the wheel, and if the sun truly wants it to be that name, the wheel shall decide. So initially I was fine with the name, but now it seems strange to my ears. What will she think of her name once grown up? And I'm not sure if y'all hear this, but there's this weird, like, fire ember sound I'm getting in the background. I'm not sure if you hear that as well. Let me know. And here is the name wheel. We just added our Hugon on here, but let's give it a couple good shuffles. We have some really good names. And what shall this dragon be called? Now, this was the Andalusite dragon. Ooh, Calistrix. Calistrix is the name of the dragon. I absolutely love it. So let's go with Calistrix. So welcome to the world, Calistrix. You are 0 years old. You have absolutely no dragon size, 0 combat effectiveness. You are an owned dragon, which is awesome. So he's an owned dragon by Viserion Belaerys within our court. So very cool. Captain Vakar, you still need to name your dragon here in a little bit. So we could actually rename just about any other character in the game. So very cool. Without cheats. Ooh, oh shit. Ooh, they caught me lacking. They caught me lacking hardcore. Oh, that's not good. Ooh. With the fight not yet over, Blackwing and I fly low over the battlefield, striking toward lines. My deep rose mount lets forth a great roar that sounds the enemy Pytho reeling, his companions scattered just as our forces charge. The unexpected rout sends the enemy troops into disarray and fear, groups breaking off in the retreat. Others looking to their commanders for orders will never come, while yet more are frozen in complete shock. Our troops below are now charging forward, using that opportunity to disarm any attempt at defense from the enemy. I survey the terrain beneath and prepare to bathe it in flames. Dracarys. So all of these lords gain stress. We gain medium dragons in combat action, so we get minimum and maximum battle roll of 100. And Guardian at the Gate. I have heard rumors about a noble and valiant warrior woman in a distant lands who is immortal and stands guard over an ancient gate made of marble and obsidian. Those who best turn combat will be allowed into the gate, which is the portal into the heavenly paradise, a most peaceful and pastoral landscape one can live in with no worries or fears. If it did exist, could I go there? If only I could go to such a place, I'd be so happy. So yes, that was an absolute slaughter. And all of our troops have been wiped. All of them but 5. They've only lost about 300 men. We dismissed that. And we should probably raise our armies again down here, which is only about 119, but it doesn't matter. They still lost the war. The troops came in too late. Let's enforce our demands against the Tyroshis. Greetings, Pirate Lord Viserion. Your low character is the subject of mummer shows. You are a much greater foe than I imagined. In order to put an end to the bloodshed, I will comply with your demands. So we gained 75 fame, 75 prestige. All of our Gloryhound vassals gained 10 opinion. And we have won the war. Let's disband our armies, and we've gained Snailery. So very cool, very cool. So here is the next options. So I can't go and make us a feudalism just yet. We can't get into feudalism just yet, because whenever we do, all of the land within our domain becomes feudal, but any land captured in the Stepstones after that won't be feudal. Okay, they will still be pirate lords. So we have to conquer just about all of the Stepstones before we make any changes to feudalism, which is fine by me because we are Pirate Lord Viserion, the shield breaker of the Skull Tides. And I'm excited about that. Is that a fire that's going on? Yeah, I'm not sure. There's just this like sound of embers burning. I'm not sure if that's part of the game, or I tried loading the save and everything, and that just didn't work, so kind of confused by it all. Either or, let's continue on. We are above our domain size, and I'm not going to get rid of Snailery. I'm going to get rid of the stash. And I'm going to give it to, the sons and daughters of the Iranians? Probably not. Dracos Agamio. He's a Valyrian. Let's give that to him. He's a Hartalari. Westerosi Valyrian, our court chaplain. Maybe Viserys will be the best choice. Viserys, you are court chaplain. You are now our vassal, our loyal vassal. And you are House the Stash. Okay. By inspiration and fidelity, House Captain Viserys the Stash. I love it. Very interesting title, but very cool. Pyrel and the Iranians, or the Iranians, not Iranians, customize house. So we'll make this Iranian. From battle we rise. Sure. From battle we rise. Because remember, he was so good in battle that we were like, hell yeah, we're going to bring him up. So we customize his house to now have a solid model. From battle we rise. Very cool, House Iranian. All right, so now we should probably move on to our next battle, and who shall it be? Well, not just yet. We still have we still need to get some more men and increase our men at arms. So let's chill out for a little while. We can pay some ransom to Magister Marcello. Sure. Can we pay any more ransoms? Absolutely. Oh, we'll get a lot of gold. Oh yeah, pirates doing pirate things out here. Pirates doing pirate things. Oops. Alright, who else can we ransom? Kind of want to go for the full gold here. God, we're going to be rich, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, we do have to create a designated heir, or guardian for Vahamor, which that will be, of course, us. So we'll do that. Yes, pay us gold, pay us gold. Who can pay us gold? Me and Vahamor are walking when suddenly I hear his loud scream. Where's my wooden warrior? Where am I lost it? It was my favorite toy. Vahamor is ready to burst into tears. Please help me. So I think I'll spend 10 gold. I will know. I know who will sell a new toy cheaper. There's no who in there, so a little bit of a typo. But we're gonna spend 10 gold on that. All right, let's continue on. Magister Corraine, you need to get 25 more gold, sir, then I'll let you go. We gained a new prowess or martial lifestyle perk. So we're going to go for hard rule. Siege progress against revolts plus 50. Dread gain plus 20. Faction military power threshold for vassals plus 20. We could go with garrison size as well. I think we'll go for overseer, for martial and stewardship, and plague resistance. So yeah, let's just go down this line. Get the next one. But yes, Knights of the Bloody Chalice, they did die, unfortunately. So we can appoint Drakos. So the Knights of the Bloody Chalice are now reinstated. Ooh, his wife is disfigured. Can we pay ransom? Yeah, we'll pay ransom for her. Yes, sir, you can have your wife back. We'll pay some gold. Now we have 2,887 levies. That is a huge bonus. So someone did suggest that we should definitely convert all of our land to the faith of Valyrian, and I completely agree. We should also increase the culture to High Valyrian. And I think I'll start with not a valid target, all of these. Promote culture. My steward assigned promote culture. So they will turn in, they won't be High Valyrian. It'll be Esauci Valyrian. So that's interesting. We can't get High Valyrians even after promoting culture. So very peculiar. So they'll kind of mix within the culture around. So pretty interesting stuff. Now, can we build a dragon pit down here? I don't believe so. I think some people had mentioned in the comments that you do need a king title to do so. Magister Court. You know what? Fine. Pay us 27 gold. You could get out. I don't mind. It's no secret that Vahamor loves to show off in beautiful outfits. Today he burst in just as I'm discussing business, tax collection. Viserion, please, I want new beautiful clothes. I want a new shirt. Buy it. You can, right? Perhaps Vahamor deserves a gift, but what should I offer him? So you should try to save your money for new clothes yourself. It's not that difficult. So we'll give him a +1 stewardship. So we'll go from 3 to 4, and he'll gain 10 opinion of us. You, sir, I absolutely... You know what? This was a point that somebody mentioned, that they should go for leadership focus. And I will do that. So now he is going to go down the leadership education. And let's see what he's good at. He's currently going down stewardship, and you know, I'm not too opposed to that. Captain Vacor, yeah, let's keep him on stewardship. I kind of dig that. Pay ransom, 10 gold, sure, why not? Conduct terror campaign, isolate, enter seclusion. Is there disease going around? Looks like there is. The mere pox, is it deadly? Catastrophic penalty. Oh my gosh. You know, I'm not sure if I turned down diseases in this game. Well, we're gonna have to fight it the old-fashioned way. Enter seclusion. Lock the door. Isolate capital. We're locking down, ladies and gentlemen. We are locking down. We're not dealing with this. Let's actually go for a maester as well. I guess we can't. Nobody follows that faith. But we do have the Hamer's First Teething. We'll get to that in a second. But you should go on disease prevention. So plague resistance +15. So that's our court physician. Our wet nurse will go for chance of reinforcing congenital traits. We'll definitely go for that. 10 to ill. Ooh, 10 to ill. Significant boost. So that's once people are sick, which they might start getting real soon. I'm actually going to go for that for now. And who else might help in this? A court tutor. Could be good. Senesco Fool, personal champion, court chronicler, and a maester. We don't have anybody. Okay, so let's read this. With my leave, my son Vahamor and his wet nurse parade into my chamber. Alethea poses like a herald and proclaims, "My liege, you witness a monumental occasion. Vahamor has a mighty gift to offer you." She nudges him forward. "Go ahead, Vahamor, tell him." "Father, I lost a tooth." My son proudly presents his toothless smile, handing me a pouch with a fallen tooth inside. Here, a gift besets a gift, so I will become an owner of the tooth. I will lose 39 stress because I'm ambitious. Vahamor gains 10 opinion, and I lose 5 gold. So the Tooth Fairy finally came. So we have a little milk tooth. I think we'll put the pink dragon egg on, just in case. But awesome. Let's continue on. We're still raising our levies. We're about at 1,000. So I wonder what's going on with that. Give me one moment. So it's the weirdest thing right now. I'm having this weird bug where there's like a fire and ember sound going on in the background. Even if I back up all the way, you still hear it. I don't have any sound mods installed, so I find that very peculiar. So we're just gonna have to deal with it for right now, and I'll kind of look into it. a little bit, but I've tried messing around with the sounds to see with the ambient sounds, and the only one that will actually work is if we go to settings and go to either all sound effects or master. And I tried turning it down, but you won't hear anything with the game. So it's just some sort of bug that's going on right now. No big deal. We'll figure it out a little bit later. But yes, let's keep it going. Lessons from the past. Though I will surely see many battlefields before I meet my maker, my library holds tales of war from 100 lifetimes. I've recently acquired a tome on the defense by the 3000 of Cahor, as well as a time-worn scroll written in some ancient language. Who knows what forgotten secrets it holds? Read the newer tome, attempt to translate the old scroll. So 65% chance, or 35 I gain stress or give up. So let's read the newer tome and gain +1 prowess. We still are pretty high in stress, so we should probably work that off. Work off some stress. So it's sometimes hard to find motivation to remain consistent when exercising by myself. I could try to find myself a partner who then would not only motivate me on bad days, but would also be someone that I can compare myself to when tracking my own progress. What kind of companion would suit me the most? Someone I can look up to, someone to keep me on my toes, or perhaps someone I know I should never aspire to be. Watching Valyrian struggle will be motivating. No need for a companion while training. So let's go with Captain Valarian. He's gonna be our friend. Oh, became friends. Awesome. So we are friends with our High Valyrian friend over here, the Feral of Pirel. So very cool, very cool. So we're still raising our troops up a bit. Has claim on the ships of Handmaiden. So we still need to grow some more. What about down here? This is the next target of ours. 41,000. He is allied to King Robert. That is absolutely crazy. Absolutely bonkers, brother. What about you? 10,000. Lady Lara, and just a bunch of smaller lords. Okay, what about you down here? We could conquer most of the Stepstones with with either the Squadron of the Sandstones. They only have 2,400 troops, but that's about it. So let's wait a little bit until we gain a little bit more gold. Not gold, but troops. And speaking of gold, we should get some more people. We can create an accolade, but nobody is a Valyrian. Lysini, Lotharo, Lysanora, Pentoshi. So no other Valyrians. So somebody did mention that I should invite some people to court. Invite characters to court. Who shall they be? Are they High Valyrians? Boom. What about any characters? I guess I just gotta find them, which is kind of crazy. In-game menu. No, I'm not looking for that. I'm looking for find character. So here are all the characters. Let's go to High Valyrian. Here are all the High Valyrians in the world currently. No, that can't be right. Unless the Valarians manage to change their... Yeah, Pirate Lady Janna. I wonder if the Valarians change their culture again. No, they're still High Valyrian. So that's good. Orain Waters, can he will not join our court. So I wonder, that's interesting. I wonder if it's just looking up in our own court. But without further ado, let's continue on with this. Let's figure out a way we can take some more land here. So this one's 4,000 troops. You have 2 allies. Damn, everyone's pretty powerful in the Stepstones, apparently. What about Ships of Blood Point? Ooh, see, this one is one I can do. Conquer the county. They'll only have those. We don't have any allies. We could take them on. Let's do it. Ladies and gentlemen, let's fight. Let the rest of the men come. I don't mind. You know, I know there's a sickness brewing, but we'll be okay. Absolutely wrecking. They're about to join us as well. Another battle. Another battle won. So I want to know in the comments if other people are experiencing more events and battles. I did some testing on my own and I got a couple, but not a hell of a lot. Other than that one when we were about to lose, we got the Dracarys one. But I did take off the battle mods and all that stuff, so they really shouldn't be affecting this too much. But let me know down in the comments. But yes, our battles, we killed all 187 of them with only 6 losses. We killed all 560 of them with 7 losses. Our captains are absolutely doing it, Captain Valerion especially. Then we have 19 and 359. Captain Valerion absolutely killing it. And we're about to win this battle in 38 days. We'll win the war. So let us end it, shall we? 3, 2, 1. What a war. To the lumbering pirate lord Viserion, you child of a mangy dog, you are a much greater foe than I imagined. In order to put an end to this bloodshed, I will comply with your demands. Awesome, we gained some legitimacy. Let's disband our troops. So we are growing ever slowly. We are conquering most of the islands in the Stepstones, including Snailery and Mirakosh. So what about you, sir? 800. Oh, this is easy pickings. Easy pickings. See, ladies and gentlemen, this is how you win wars. You pick on the weak ones, and then you just wipe them. You wipe them off the face of the earth. So it's unfortunate that this land is part of the Seven Kingdoms, which is kind of unfortunate. What a one battle. My spy master is coming to me with grave news. While we do not yet know who, someone is planning to kill my courtier, Shauna. Shauna? Why is someone trying to kill you? Because you're a fornicator? You sick. Ooh, his son. Son died in his sleep. So whoever's out to get her was obviously out to get her son as well. So yes, the infection. Oh, the plague has left the realm. We must take this an opportunity to rise from this. We spare no expense to rebuild. So we'll lose 18 gold. We should probably exit seclusion, emerge from seclusion. The sun feels unfamiliar and hostile on my skin. The wind feels cold and violating. When was the last time I took breath of air as the gods made it? How glad am I to be back? We could probably, I guess we don't have to do anything else with the plague, so awesome stuff. Let's change the courtier stuff to go to monthly piety, could be good. Plague resistance, let's do regular duties. And for you, reinforce congenital traits. Or we could go for fertility. Let's go with fertility. Let's get more kids. And speaking of kids, why don't we, I guess once we're out, speaking of, Pirate Lady Jane has gained the trait pregnant. So awesome, I was just about to do that myself. So we can nominate a successor, that's going to be Vahamor, obviously. That last battle, we lost 100 troops. They lost almost 1,000, almost all of their troops. We are above our domain limit currently. So we'll actually give this to you, sir. We have been overwhelmed by stress. That's peculiar. Oh, did it just change up to 4? After we just gave that to him? Kind of weird. So we'll enforce our demands to the loathsome pirate Lord Viserion, you child of a mangy dog. Much greater foe than I imagined. Awesome. So now we're back up to 4. We are in need of a lot of control. But for now, we are slowly gaining our troops back up. Let's see if there's any more easy pickings. That's not an easy pick. What about over here? The child was not meant to be. My wife and Pirate Lady Jane assures me that the way of life, but her hand lingers on her belly. She is no longer pregnant. That is very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Wife. Tedious evening once the feast entertainment is over, but I saved the day by suggesting a reading from Rubies of Iron. I also love that one. Oh, nice. What about my wife? Let's see if we can lie with her. 28% chance of success. She's a righteous zealot, and I didn't even notice this. She's gay. She's a homosexual, so she's not gonna want to sleep with me. Well, you have to give us at least one child. Ah, they failed. We're getting stress from doing that. And I know a lot of people suggested I do the deeper bond. I mean, we got a 91% chance. I just won't do the missions that it offers. If it's too high of too much of a risk, I really rather not gain stress. So it behooves a pirate lord to spend time at sea with the salty air in his face and a fine vessel beneath his feet. Today sees my personal craft and a small escorting squadron out for drills, practice, and pleasure. The short voyage has been an exhilarating change of pace from life at court. When we spot it, a distant plume of water, followed by a small island of wine-dark flesh rolling out of the waves, the greatest beast of all the deeps. A wave. A whale. A wave. Get the harpoons! 99% chance I gain 100 gold. So we'll definitely do that. We are no longer overwhelmed by stress. That is incredible. What about you, sir? You are not a pushover either. You do have a couple allies. Damn, everyone is just strong out here. You have 3,000 troops. You have 1,300, but you have allies, I remember. Yes, you do. So, unfortunately, that's the maximum level of our growth until we can kind of knock these people away. Wherever I go, my spy master Aya is sure to follow. The look in her eyes, the words on her lips, I know exactly what she is after. So we are brave, ambitious, and wrathful. What would we do? She's a cynical, greedy, paranoid, enlightened monarch, counselor, and guild patron. Ooh. You know what? I think we will. Oh, Aya, my beauty, let us meet again. A shiver of anticipation finds its way up my spine as a knock resounds through the stillness of my chambers. Could it be her? I am greeted by Aya, smiling doubtfully, lust plain on her face. At last, as her arms envelop me, the fire in my chest bursts into flames, and the rest of the night is spent in a warm and fiery haze. Awesome. So she isn't a Valyrian. So she does speak the Valyrian tongue because she's Lysini. She follows the faith of R'hllor. So does she only speak... Valyrian? Yeah, I guess so. That's pretty cool. So we could marry her. We'll lose 300 legitimacy if we do so, which is not worth it. So we'll just do what we do best. And you know, if she gains pregnant and our wife doesn't, then so be it. Where is she located? She's here. Where am I located? I'm there as well. After my last visit with Blackwing, I was struck and dismayed by her seemingly inability to distinguish between me and the attendants that bring her food. As if a pirate lord of the skulls were no different from a servant, although my duties as pirate lord of the skull tides consume most of my days, it may be worthwhile to set aside more time to visit with Blackwing. There is, however, risk to such an approach, not only the obvious danger of spending more time in close proximity with such a vicious predator, but also the risk that Blackwing could bristle at my over-eager, heavy-handed presence during the sensitive stage of our relationship. So 65% chance we gain some visitations with Blackwing. Oh, day by day I will earn her obedience. So much as my boyhood teacher shaped me into the man I am today, I am doing so earn my appreciation. So too have my efforts to be a more regular part of Blackwing's care earned me a modicum of the dragon's respect, whereas even a month ago, she would have treated me no different than any other porters that bring her meat in the soiled straw out. I think she now sees me in better light. While still far from affectionate, Blackwing watches me more closely, can discern my voice from those of my companions, and will even allow me to touch her neck during feedings. Awesome. Awesome. My spy master has come to me with grave news. It's my courtier Lusana that is plotting to kill Shauna. Lusana, why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? She's Tyroshi, an evil fiend. I always think it's interesting that they have a different colored hair. They're really trying to stand out and make themselves look better. So pretty cool. But yes, let's continue on our conquering of the Stepstones. We might have to wait a little bit before we could do anything major. So I tripped and fell into a bush while taking a walk. If that weren't bad enough, my clothes got tangled in the bush. After my guard successfully pulled me out of the bush, I had a number of scratches all over myself, and parts of my clothes had small holes in them. I am having a bad day, and I'll gain 25 stress because I'm wrathful. Golly. Alright, nominate a successor. That's going to be Vahamor, obviously. Prisoners can be ransomed. So we'll ransom you off. We'll ransom you off. You can end your regency. Maybe that's why. I never ended the regency. Quite peculiar. But let's go sleep. 28% chance successful. Please. Oh my god. Overwhelmed by stress, bro. You know what I think we need to do? Behamor has come running to me in tears. Turns out he got in a fight with some unknown kids somewhere in town and they beat him up. He must have been a lot of pain. Train, become stronger, and you will win. Or 65% chance that he gains 1 prowess, 1 martial. And this just gives him 1 prowess and I get 10 strength. So I'm gonna 65. He fights back with dignity and wins. So yes, he does gain that. And I believe we have 400 gold. Let's hold a feast. We need to lose some of this stress. So let's hold a feast in honor of our conquests. We don't need a champion, but a caravan master. But let's do it anyways. Our honorary guest, what I think should be our friend, or should it be our wife? My wife isn't even invited. Oh no, yes she is. Pirate Lady Jane of the Skull Tides. Let's see if we can get her on our side a little bit more so she can do the deed. So increased prestige gain. I don't necessarily need the prestige, but great opinion gain. 53, so almost 100 gold. Let's not get crazy. We'll just do a normal one. So the servants run across the hall bringing the final decorations. Some of the guests have yet to arrive, and I indulge myself with a delicious drink by the fire. Oh, I seem to have spotted some fresh quail already. What a lovely time ahead of us. Jane, you better be in a good mood tonight. That's all I'm saying. I know you don't like it, but you're gonna have to do it for me. The guests are gathered in the great hall, lords and ladies from near and far reaches of the realm. I must admit that not being able to bring weapons detracts from the appeal of the celebration. The mood is bright, the spirits are high as the feast begins. Welcome, friends. These are 2 Pirate Lady Janes. She has a twin? That'd be crazy. The dragon Blackwing is a mercurial creature. Some days she wants nothing more. Blackwing as a she. She wants nothing more than to stretch her wings and prance around her skull layer, while the very next day it is all but impossible to coax the dragon from her slumber. Blackwing's tastes are similarly varied, and while she eats all the butchered game my servants ferry down to her, I am considering sending to the kitchen a far more delicious fare. Surely a nice treat would bring Blackwing and I closer together. So 60%. So we'll spend 15 gold. 60% chance it happens. The feast is dwindling down, and I find myself deep in conversation with my youthful wife, Pirate Lady Jane. She's 24, I am 36. The subject that fascinates me as well. So we'll gain a friendship with Lady Jane. Oh, we're friends with her. Great. My wife she friend-zoned me. The Skull Kitchens work there through the night on offering the Blackwing. The meat is tender and moist, and its golden buttered skin crackles near to bursting from the stuffing within. Several of my captains look longingly at the meat as it was loaded from the kitchens, but this delicacy is fit only for pirate lords and dragons. I wheel the cart into Blackwing's lair, and I'm about to call out when the dragon comes lopping in, skidding to a halt just paces away. Her head swivels between me and the cart, and though she seems on the verge of lunging at the tantalizing prize, she holds herself back. Pleased to see Blackwing heed me so. I speak the words she so long hears. Havor Valdrizis. The words have barely left my lips before Blackwing descends on the meat. I have not seen her happy in months. Eat well, my dragon. Eat well. Servants were carrying out impressively ordained entrements, a number of proud peacocks skinned, cooked, and stuffed, then redressed in their magnificent plumages. However, as Arana brought her knife close to one of them, the fowl came to with a shriek. This one wasn't cooked at all. It pecked at Arana's nose before bursting forth among the screaming, laughing guests. As the bird ran wild, Lana rose to the challenge. It proved great entertainment to see her desperately chase the raving creature across tables. In the end, she managed to scare the peacock towards the great hall doors, where it escaped into the night. Ah, no feast is complete without a prank. Rapacious entertainment. That is exquisite, if you will. So our wife's stewardship astonishes guests. Awesome wife. Ah, is there anything more jovial than a good feast? Guests throng to and fro, eating and chatting while flickering torchlight plays off every wall, light bouncing like laughter around the hall. I can be something of a victim of apoplexy at times, but here, now, I'm calm, perhaps even sedate. The change of pace is pleasant. Sometimes it's nice to simply sit back and enjoy the little things in life. Ooh, let's lose 120 stress. That's incredible. After days and nights of joyous company, my feast is soon to be over. Most of the guests seem very pleased, except perhaps Ariana, who's clutching her nose where the peacock marked her. We should do this more often. We lose an additional 12 stress. So we are now 0 stress. We are back to normal. As one plate of food is replaced by the next, my courtier Gondo is on and on about the troop compositions. And this is how we salvage that mess. Are you sure I'm not boring you, my lord? No, please go on. Why don't we talk more about you instead? Who are you? He's just a courtier, a lowborn courtier. No, please go on. I've had an interesting conversation, so I'll increase some diplomacy. Remember, I am wrathful. The feast is starting to draw to a close, and my visitors are surely expecting me to lavish my attention on Pirate Lady Jane, our esteemed guest of honor. Traditionally, a complimentary toast and a deep drink of mead does the trick. Then again, all Jane did was turn up. The feast was my idea. I paid for everything, and I hosted everyone. I think we're going to toast to Lady Jane. Pirate Lady Jane of the Skull Tides, may you live, laugh, and love. To Pirate Lady Jane. Awesome. So though it is at times pleasant to forget it, to pretend that they can be as obedient as the best hound, dragons are in the end still predators. My concerns have been mounting that Blackwing is growing increasingly frustrated by the monotony of her captivity, and that a straining or tenuous bond. Ooh, should we release some flocks of sheep to entertain her? Or some hogs? Probably some hogs. Don't stress me out, dragon. Few candles survive as the last guests leave, the pair of servants letting out sighs in relief as the doors closed. Soon word will reach out about my realm. Every noble and woman from across the realm will be grateful that this endeavor was so nice. So every non-courtly vassal attending gains 10 opinion of us. We gain 115 prestige. We lose 36 stress. And we get a progress toward Eagle Reveler. Awesome stuff. Finish the feast. Does our wife like me? Yes, she does. So can we do that? They are not attracted to you and are tired of your attempts. She completely friend-zoned me. That's crazy. That's crazy. The hunt has exceeded my expectations. Rather than simply kill her prey, Blackwing has made a wonderful game of it. Though the animals pose no real threat, Blackwing takes her time stalking the group, identifying the weakest numbers before seizing it in her jaws and retreating. The cycle repeats for more than an hour until Blackwing finishes. Aw, she's fed well. She's fed very well. Blackwing, you are such a great dragon. Can we lie with her? This is getting out of hand quickly. We already have 100% success chance. Let's just keep it going. We don't need to do that anymore. We only have about 3 months until we officially form the deeper bond. So we don't need to read all of them. You should grant the ships of Marrakesh Castle to somebody. Nah, I don't think I will. Today Viserys had a fiery sermon for of all the children. I'm reading that wrong. Today Viserys held a fiery sermon of all the children. I'm not, it's just spelled weird. Of all the children of the court. They were apparently spellbounded as he zealously read from the legends. My son Vaemar now has seems certain that he is destined for greatness, claiming that God supports him indiscriminately. So he gains the trait ambitious. Absolutely. Zealous or sadistic? We're gonna go for ambitious. Damn, Vaemar. You are ambitious, charming, and you stutter, but that's okay. You know, people stutter. I stutter. So awesome stuff. So unfortunately, bonding with the Blackwing, time well spent. The weeks of training, socialization, and familiarization that I've spent with Blackwing have finally started to bear fruit. Whether soaring above the skulls or relaxing in our lair, Blackwing and I are increasingly at ease with each other. Each day we operate less and less as a mere team of rider and mount, and more as genuine companions, bound by real ties of trust and affection. Perhaps no one can ever truly know the heart of a dragon, but I feel as though I know this one's soul. Together we will write the legend of Viserion Shieldbreaker and Blackwing. Awesome. I thought we were already pretty high up there. Aren't we pretty high on love? Look at his child, Calyctrix. Look how cool she is. Let's take a look at this dragon. Very cool. So already quite big. Is that silver eyes? Look at that. She's a tiny one. I love that. It's only one sail on the back. Bright green. with some purple in there. Beautiful. Very beautiful. Vehamor, you will train that dragon with all your might. And our wife needs to get us a child. You have to sleep with us. Yes. I'll be waiting for her. 5 gold. Now come here. Oh, what this? She exclaims excitedly. I like where this is going. Awesome. So she does like us, at least a little bit. She didn't completely friend zone us, so that's good. Higher mercenary cost, minus 35. That's not super important. Territory controlled, garrison size, plus 20. Sure, we'll go with that. We have a full retinue now of 3,412. We could go on a raid. You know what? I think we will. I think we will go on a raid. A very large raid at that. I take my morning porridge outside my balcony. We have a 100% success rate on this, don't we? Yes. You know, might as well. I feel cautious. Blackwing's last several flights have not gone over well. To waste a day indoors would do neither of us any good. To the skies. So let's go raid some lands. Let's go raid Tyroshi. Or we should raid this land down here, or maybe even the 7 Kingdoms. Ooh, should we raid Dorne for 60 gold? Ooh, no, here's a better plan. 76 gold, 68 gold. We're doing it. 9,000 troops. Okay, they're gonna wipe us if they come across us. What if we hit along the coast over here? That honestly might be a better option. Yeah, let's go over here. Blackwing greets me almost eagerly as I enter the lair, clutching a saddle. Take me higher. Soaring amidst the heavens, the wind rushes past, lifting hair and spirits alike as the world unfolds below. Against the backdrop of the cloudless sky, our bond grows even stronger. Awesome, Blackwing. Pay ransom, 20 gold, sure. Alright, let's go get some gold, shall we? Something to read to my dragon. So, while I have worked through the rudimentary Valyrian phrases with Blackwing, Sovis, Ribas, Mazis, that's the one in House of the Dragon. Naijot Mazis Vermitus. So we'll do that, sure. Damnation, he don't like it one bit. During her next feeding, I begin reading to Blackwing from an old book of Dornish fables, which I've spent the better part of the morning hastily translating into the Valyrian tongue. I trip over my words, stumbling over the awkwardly translated syntax and convoluted phrases. By the end of the reading, I see that Blackwing's confusion matches my own, and the dragon stalks away from me in a mild irritation at being summoned to what must have seemed to ravings of a madman. Blackwing either ignores or does not understand some of my high Valyrian commands, and I fear that he will only muddle our already limited rapport. So he does negative 5% success chance on that. But that is okay. Oh yeah. Alright, leave. Okay. This is ridiculous. We can't do anything against 3K. Oh no, we could escape. Oh yeah. Let's escape. Can we make it? Oh, my science. Oh. We're gonna wipe out a lot of them. Damn. We get wiped. We get absolutely wiped. Damn. Alright, well, fine. 3,000 men lost. They lost almost 1,000 of their own. So, you know, what can we do? All of the Dragon Spears, all the Trebuchets. Captain Valerion, 85 kills. Dracos, 69 kills. Tiberio, 44. Absolutely killed it. Ooh, Tybio did die, unfortunately. So, Tybio was slain by Magister Progonio, who has the Great Pox, so get away from him. But now we are struggling. Primary heir of the wrong dynasty, and that's the Viserion. Ooh, we can gain 44 gold from Magister Marcilla. Sure. You can end your regency. Yes, absolutely. Pirate Lady Jane, stop doing that. You did not gain pregnant. Let's try it again. Gosh. She needs to stop doing that. We are husband and wife. You have to do this. For our sons to gain a wife. A high Valyrian wife. So we have to do it. My spies have informed me of a hunter causing a ruckus at the local tavern. A woman spending large amounts of gold and braggingly louting about a great deal she struck with a fancy lady in pearls and silk. Apparently she drew a map of the local hills of an unknown noblewoman. The spies think that the lady must be scheming against me or one of my subjects. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. This idiot belongs in my dungeon. She goes into the dungeon because I am wrathful. But we need a daughter. A daughter. You know what? Who is our lover? She may not be fully Valyrian here, but we are going to do what we must. Oh yeah, she's about it. So if she has a child, I will gain the adulterer trait. I don't mind. And I will do what I must. Vahamor, you are going to be elected by me. My spy has come to me with grave news. While we do not yet know who, someone is plotting to kill Captain Lysynora. My captain, Lysynora, who is in here. So very peculiar. How is our troops getting along? I struggle with Blackwing's training, and I fear that I'm reaching my limits of the knowledge of dragons. Fortunately, there's dragon lore was lost during the dunes. Some still survives both on the narrow sea. I don't think I'm going to do this. Usually every time I do this, I get it wrong, so never. Because we're still at, what, 100% success chance. So we're doing okay. 8,000 troops of Tyroshi. And we have 1,000. Yeah, taking this city was absolutely huge. So let me actually go here. You are practically almost done with this. So we'll give it a second. So that's 100% control. We're promoting our culture over there. Ooh, seaports and traders of stalls like hum. Stalls alike hum with anticipation and anxiety, all centered around the rumor of a newly hatched dragon egg. Their tongues whisper that Captain Vaykar only hatched his egg through the use of foul magic. However, he managed it. Vaykar has named his dark blue hatchling Bantis. So I like Bantis, but I think we should name it something else. Incredible. So let us go to the wheel to see what this dragon, this beautiful dragon, is named. And I will add Bantis to the list. And we still have our Hugon, so I'm actually going to take that off, our Hugon, but Bantis, in case he absolutely wants it, we have it there. So without further ado, let us do a couple of good shuffles, and let's spin that wheel to see what this dragon name will be. I'm super excited. It is the Indigo Dragon. It's crazy how it landed on it, but it's Rukleon, which is flower in Valyrian. So Rukleon. I like it. Let's remove that from the list. And you shall be called Rukleon. A much better name. And I'm even going to give her a nickname. Oh, we can't do it just yet. But we can give her a nickname as well, which I'm going to call her the Flower. So very cool stuff. We have the Feral of Pyrel. We have the Arrogant of the Skull Tides. And we have the Shield Breaker. After winning another game of Savas against myself, I can't help but think there's perhaps my towering intellect could improve the game somewhat. But what could change the most, what would make the most sense? Why can't I torture the rabble? The king is clearly too weak. A dragon should be stronger. So I gain 100 piety. The dragon should be stronger. That's the only thing I could think of, right? I'm a lunatic after all, you know? I'm crazy. Madras Kolio's Grand Tournament. Where are you located, Master Kolio? You are located in Rendoon. which they don't really have a motto as well. You, sir, are over here. Oh, in Tyroshi. We could go there, but I don't know. It's probably some sort of scheme against me. I'm a lunatic. I'll kill people. So I believe that will end the episode for today. We have gotten 2 new dragons, which I will... Ooh, look at how small he is. Which I will pin up here. We got Rucleon, as well as we have Calistrix. Rucleon and Calistrix. Calistrix is 3 years old, and he's bonded with the Haemor. And then we have Rucleon, which is bonded with Captain Vakar. We still have 1 more dragon egg, but we need 1 more daughter or son, Pirate Lady Jane. So please give us one of those. Can we lie with her again while we're talking about it? Ah, she just is a pain in my ass. She really is. Okay, so I think that will end the episode today. I really do appreciate all the love and support you have given the first 2 episodes thus far. Let me know in the comments where we should go, how we should gain more power, because right now we're kind of struggling against all these other Stepstone lords. So maybe not the Sandstones, but all the other ones have some strong allies. But our sons, the only son that could really marry is Captain Vakar, which will give us an alliance. But yeah, let us know what we should do. I'm excited to hear what you have to say. Apparently the realm is at war, so let's actually check on that. That's Lady Ariane's The Noble Spear of Dorne in the Liberty War. So it looks like Dorne is looking to separate itself from the rest of the 7 kingdoms. Are they winning? Absolutely not. They are not winning. Old Town decided to stay neutral in on this. But yes, Robert Baratheon, the Laughing Stag, is still in power. Prince Joffrey has some disputed heritage, but he is still there. Gluttonous, callous, shy, so he's not following the lore. We got Prince Tommen, Edric Storm, Prince Joffrey, another Prince Joffrey, who is sadistic. And they also have Prince Alaric, and Prince Igor Waters died from being sickly, and Prince Maya Stone. So over in the Westerlands, we have Tywin Lannister. We also have Cersei, who is still rocking it out. We have Jaime the Kingslayer. As well as we had Tywin the Imp, who died under mysterious circumstances, who was married to Lyanna Rogar, who died of childbirth. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. And then his Tyrion's son, or daughter, I'm sorry, Lyanna Lannister, died from the pox. Very mysterious.